our studios, as always, on Wednesday morning because it's the day that the Picayune is out. You'll find it on your doorstep this morning. If you're not getting the Picayune, we'll tell you at the end of the conversation how you can do that. But Daniel Clifton, the editor of the Picayune, is in here. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, y'all, and happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you tomorrow.
You know, I was gonna say gobble gobble to you, but I better not.
Why?
Yeah.
Because it's bad to use foul language.
Oh,
Man, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I have to put up with this every morning, Daniel.
Yeah, early, too.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know
Got
how you
lots
do-
more for you, too, Ed. You're going to love
great.
it.
Bring coffee.
I'm sorry.
The latest edition of the Picayune is out today, and some good stories in there we want to talk about. Now, last Friday night was the Light Up Parade in Marble Falls, and we had a special guest that everyone was excited to see in the parade, and you tell us all about it in the Picayune this week.
Yeah, Ralph Hendricks, the former city manager of Marble Falls, is back in public. He was the Grand Marshal, and if you don't remember the story, he was in a bicycle accident a little over a year ago, I believe, and really hurt himself, some serious injuries, and was in hospital and rehab for a long time.
They were wondering if he was going to make it at one point.
Yeah, there was some, and if he did make it, what was it going to be like for him after that? You know?
And it was wonderful to see him. He looked fantastic. He was driving.
It
was just, I was so happy to see that because I knew it had been a hard, long battle for him.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful to see him in such good health. That was awesome.
So what's he up to nowadays? Just continuing rehabilitation?
Still doing some rehabilitation, but he's up and around. He actually has been on his bicycle, which is pretty impressive. And he admits he's not as fast as he once was, but, give him time. Who knows what's going to happen.
I give him kudos just for getting back up on that thing. I don't know if I could do that. I'd be too scared.
Well, if you didn't make it out to the parade last Friday night to see Ralph in person, you can read all about it in this week's edition of the Picayune, and there's some pictures in there too. And as Kay said, he looks great. He's really looking good. So check that out. Also, after you fill up your tummies on Thanksgiving, Black Friday is always popular, but up here in the Highland Lakes area, we're starting to promote more and more about small businesses, and I think that's a great thing. And there's a big Shop Small Business event coming up this weekend. Yeah,
Kingsland really embraced this a few years ago. It's a new, it came out with one of the national credit card companies actually started it 5 years ago, but Kingsland has really come out to really promote Shop Small Business Saturday. So there's some specials in the Picayune, a lot of people participating, and they're going to have a big deal Saturday morning, all day, I think, in Kingsland. If you get out there, a lot of unique shops out there. I know we overlook it. There's some pretty interesting shops and pretty cool things out there. So.
Sure, and as I've said before, if you shop local and you spend $100, if you would just spend $100 a year, it'd put an extra $3 million in the local economy by doing that.
That's amazing when you think those numbers.
Yeah.
And an impact it can make.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the Picayune, not only do you have a story about the Small Business Saturday that's going on, but you've got a list of some of the participating people.
Yes, if you look on the pages, I think it's on page 6 it starts on. You can find a bunch of the ads and the people that are participating. And if you don't want to go, you can go from business to business. But several of them are setting up booths up there by Prosperity Bank at the intersection of 2900 and 1431.
All
Cool,
right.
that's
So you can go
fantastic.
there, and there'll be several there. And then you just make the round of town and check it all out.
All right.
Sounds good. Look it up in this week's edition of the Picayune. And of course, we can't forget sports because Friday night, another big night for the Burnet Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs rolled over the Kingsville King Brahmas last Friday. Now they set up a rematch with Waco Robinson, who they beat earlier this year, I believe.
Good. Okay.
And then they're going to go Friday night, 8 o'clock, McLean Stadium at Baylor University.
how exciting.
That's the one the Bears playing, right? Is that
It's the
brand
new one.
stadium?
It's right. Yeah, if you're driving by I-35, it's that new stadium the Baylor Bears playing. Isn't that incredible? How
That's
exciting!
Yeah.
No kidding.
That's got to be just as exciting as playing up there in Cowboy Stadium.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, it's something else. And the Burnet Bulldogs have gone a long way so far. This is the third round of the playoffs. And again, we want to remind you that if you're going to the game, you can listen to it here on KBEY by downloading that free app at kbeyfm.com. What's your pick? You think the Bulldogs are going to do it?
I think so.
Yeah.
They've got it. And then just a little note, if you're out and about Thursday morning, tomorrow, They're actually, the Bulldogs are practicing from 9 till 10, I believe, and they're going to have coffee and donuts for community members who want to come by and cheer them on and just kind of urge them on.
fun.
And last year, Coach said they did that and it had like more than 200 people showed up.
Wow.
Oh, that's
So-
great.
And then I'm sure they'll have a send-off for him on Friday.
Yeah, I haven't heard when and how, but we'll check up on that and we'll let you know.
All right, cool.
All right, pick up the latest edition of the Picayune for these stories and a whole lot more. It's available all over the Hyder Lakes. It's absolutely free. But if you're not getting your copy, tell them how to do that, Daniel.
You call the front office at 830-693-7152 and ask the ladies up front to help you out.
Daniel, good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
You
We'll
too.
talk to you
Thank
next
you.
week.